Welcome to this explainer. Right now, literally millions of people are asking chatbots where they should spend their money, and they're completely bypassing traditional search engines to do it. It's an absolutely staggering behavioral shift. I mean, for 20 years, businesses have poured billions of dollars into fighting for the first page of Google. Today, we're going to unpack why that specific era is coming to a close and exactly what you need to do to adapt right now. For 2 decades, the playbook was honestly pretty straightforward. You paid for ads, you optimized your website, and you clawed your way to that coveted first page. An entire digital marketing industry was built on that exact foundation. But the source material makes it clear we're looking at a totally different battleground today. Consumers are skipping the search bar entirely. Instead, they're pulling up an AI chatbot and asking things like, hey, what's the best printer for a home office under $500? Or who's a reliable dog walker in my specific neighborhood? It's not a list of blue links anymore. It's a direct one-on-one conversation. Here is exactly how we're going to break this down today. 1. The end of an era. 2. How AI recommends businesses. 3. The 5 layers of AI SEO. And 4. The chatbot stress test. Okay, part 1, the end of an era. Here is the harsh truth. If your business is not showing up in that chatbot's answer, you basically don't exist to that customer. Poof, gone. And that brings us to a brand new discipline known as AI search engine optimization, or AI SEO. Now, the exact minute practices are still being ironed out across the industry, but make no mistake, the business implications here are enormous. There is a rapidly approaching 2026 timeline you need to be aware of. Why 2026? Because the massive AI models that are training right now are scraping today's data to build tomorrow's foundation. This right now is your grace period to get ahead. The businesses that figure this out early will capture a huge, disproportionate amount of recommendations. Moving to part 2, how AI recommends businesses. To actually get included in these answers, we've got to look under the hood and understand exactly how these AI machines decide who gets recommended. Think of the AI's brain as being split into 2 distinct parts. First, it heavily relies on its training data. Think of this as synthesizing the text of the entire internet up to a certain date. It's actively looking for businesses that are mentioned frequently in positive contexts. So, lots of published reviews, press coverage, forum discussions. It's synthesizing millions of data points to find a consensus. But then, it also uses live search. For AIs with real-time capabilities, they are dynamically searching the web in the moment to pull in fresh data. Here, freshness and authority matter deeply. They want to see up-to-date listings and recent positive reviews to serve the user right then and there. Part 3, the 5 layers of AI SEO. Since we know what fuels the AI's brain, we can actually build a highly structured tactical strategy to feed it the exact information it craves. Think of this like building a house, right? You literally cannot skip straight to the roof. You have to build a legitimate, visible presence from the foundation up across these 5 sequential layers. AI SEO isn't just one magic trick you do overnight. It's a stacked strategy. Let's start right at the foundation. Layer 1 is structured info. This is all about making absolutely sure your basic business information is flawless. We're talking a complete Google business profile, a complete Yelp listing, fully filled out industry directories. And here's why this matters so much. If an AI model sees conflicting business hours or 2 different addresses floating around, it loses confidence. It gets confused. And when an AI gets confused, it simply won't risk recommending you. Consistency is your absolute baseline. You have to provide clear, standardized info everywhere about exactly what you do, where you are, who you serve, and what makes you different. Moving up to layer 2, we focus on reviews. And listen, the shift from old SEO to AI SEO is profound here. 10 years ago, if you had 500 simple 5-star ratings with no text, you could totally game the system. Today, not a chance. The AI is actually reading and comprehending the text. It's synthesizing the story people are telling about you across multiple directories. It wants depth and it wants freshness. It wants to see a review from last Tuesday that explicitly details exactly how your dog walker handled a nervous puppy during a thunderstorm. It's actively looking for rich, contextual proof of your competence, not just a massive pile of old star ratings. Layer 3 is content. Say you run a plumbing business. You can't just slap the words pipe repair on your homepage and call it a day anymore. You need to create long-form content on your site that answers the exact, highly specific questions your customers are typing into an AI. You need rich content detailing the specific causes of winter leaks in your local area, exactly when a situation officially becomes an emergency, and what a fair price actually looks like in your city. You are essentially pre-feeding the AI the exact answers it needs to satisfy the user. The deeper and better you answer those underlying questions, the more confidently the AI will cite you. Layer 4 is all about mentions, specifically third-party validation. Look, large language models are terrified of hallucinating or giving someone bad, unverified advice. To mitigate that risk, they actively seek out external consensus. They want to see press coverage, guest posts, podcast appearances, and industry write-ups. If your business is mentioned favorably in a local newspaper or a reputable trade podcast, the AI sees that as verified, trusted validation. The logic here is totally bulletproof. The more your business is positively discussed in spaces completely outside of your own website, the more safely the AI feels it can recommend you. Finally, we reach layer 5, emerging platforms. The whole search ecosystem is expanding incredibly fast. AI search engines like Perplexity, along with highly specific industry AI tools, are actively building their own internal business directories right now. You've got to proactively claim your listings on these new platforms as they launch. Now keep in mind, this takes active, ongoing curiosity on your part. This specific layer is going to be a moving target for the next few years, but to stay relevant, you have to stay on top of where the consumer is heading next. I really want to pause here and stress why this entire stack matters right this second. For any business owner who has coasted on legacy Google SEO to drive their growth, you must act now. Because AI models train on historical data, it creates this massive snowball effect. If you establish strong AI visibility by 2026, you actually become part of the bedrock training data for future AI models. The businesses that wait until 2028, they're going to find it incredibly, almost impossibly difficult to rise above the established incumbents who got in early. Part 4, the Chatbot Stress Test. Now that we have the playbook and understand the 5 layers, it is time for a little bit of homework. Let's do an immediate practical exercise to see exactly where you currently stand in your market. This step-by-step protocol should honestly become your new quarterly routine. Step 1, open up the big 3, Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini. Ask each of them to recommend a business like yours in your specific local area. Step 2, look really closely at the results. Are you mentioned? Who else is showing up? Step 3, take that info and close the gaps by tightening up your listings, getting better reviews, or publishing that helpful content we talked about. And step 4, rerun this exact same test every 3 months to track your progress. Just brace yourself, because as the source material notes, this first test, it's probably going to be pretty humbling. There is a very good chance you will not be mentioned, but your biggest rival just might be. It definitely stings, but don't panic. You need to treat this like a diagnostic tool, not a personal insult. It is simply showing you exactly where the gaps are in your current strategy so you can get straight to work fixing them. I want to be completely straight with you about where this tech is at right now. We are navigating a totally new frontier together, and AI SEO is still incredibly young. The exact, minute tactics that will move the needle 2 years from now, they aren't fully clear yet. However, the core principles, being legitimate, being consistent, and being visible across trusted, multiple sources, those are absolutely going to hold true. The specific tactics will inevitably evolve, which is exactly why testing and adjusting quarterly is how you stay ahead of the pack. The strategic implication here is just massive. If your business depends on discovery, and let's be real, whose doesn't, you've entered a completely new era. Your Google rankings might be paying the bills today, but your AI chatbot mentions are going to dictate whether you exist tomorrow. Which side of that transition you land on is going to shape your business trajectory for the next decade. So go run this test today. When the chatbot is asked for the best in the business, will it say your name or your competitors? Run the test and let us know what you find out in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you in the next one.